For thousands of years, humanity stared across rivers, lakes, and endless oceans, wondering what lay beyond the horizon. The answer would come through one of the greatest inventions in human history, the ship. This is the story of how simple floating logs evolved into the giant vessels that connect our modern world. More than 10,000 years ago, humans faced a challenge. Rivers blocked their paths, and fish swam just beyond their reach. Their solution was simple yet revolutionary. They tied logs together to create rafts, the world's first watercraft. Soon, early builders discovered that hollowing out tree trunks created stronger and faster vessels. These dugout canoes became humanity's first true boats. For the first time, people could travel across water instead of around it. Around 5,000 years ago, great civilizations emerged along mighty rivers. In ancient Egypt, boats became essential for transporting people, food, and stone along the Nile. Then came a breakthrough that changed everything. Someone raised a cloth into the wind and realized nature itself could provide power. The sail was born. Humanity no longer depended solely on muscles and paddles. The wind could now carry ships farther than ever before. As centuries passed, new civilizations turned the sea into a highway. The Phoenicians became legendary sailors, navigating the Mediterranean and establishing trade routes that connected distant lands. The Greeks and Romans expanded shipbuilding further, creating powerful warships known as galleys. With rows of oars and towering sails, these vessels dominated ancient seas. In the cold north, another maritime revolution was taking shape. The Vikings built longships unlike anything the world had seen. Long, narrow, and incredibly fast, these vessels could cross oceans and navigate shallow rivers. They carried Viking explorers to Iceland, Greenland, and even North America centuries before Columbus. The sea was no longer a barrier. It had become a pathway. By the 1400s, European kingdoms sought new routes to wealth and power. Shipbuilders designed larger and stronger vessels, capable of surviving months at sea. These ships carried explorers into the unknown. Christopher Columbus sailed west across the Atlantic. Vasco da Gama reached India by sea. Ferdinand Magellan's expedition achieved the first circumnavigation of Earth. The world was becoming connected as never before. For thousands of years, ships depended on the wind. Then, in the 19th century, a new invention transformed maritime travel forever: the steam engine. Steamships no longer waited for favorable weather. By coal and machinery, they crossed oceans faster and more reliably than sailing ships ever could. A new era had begun. Today, ships are larger than entire city blocks. Container ships transport products across continents. Cruise ships carry thousands of passengers. Aircraft carriers project military power across the globe. Every day, thousands of vessels move through the world's oceans, carrying the goods that sustain modern life. Nearly 90% of global trade travels by sea. From a floating log drifting on a river to towering steel giants crossing oceans, the history of ships is the history of human ambition. Every harbor, every voyage, every discovery began with a simple dream to travel beyond what was known. And as long as humanity looks toward new horizons, the story of ships is far from over. Comment down below your thoughts on ship invention and what you would expect the ships to look like in 100 years from now.